Check 1, 2.
Active!
Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Like turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom bap the melody rap. If they can put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it. Welcome to precinct.
Fuck everybody on the front. When we see you in the finals, bring that same energy, nigga.
Yeah. Live and direct on your YouTube screen once again is another episode of Knicks and Ish. Y'all already know the vibe. I am the one and only Parlay Lord, aka Fratz Taz, here in the building. And of course, you already know who's with me. We got Mrs. Knicks, the one and only First Lady of Knicks Ish in the building. And of course, our beloved host, my good brother, the one and only T-Time in the building. Let me see some fireworks, Mr. Sparkplug.
I'm a
There
spark
it is.
plug.
There it is, Mr. Sparkplug. Yes, sir. Let me see who we got here. Who in here early? Anybody in here early yet? Anybody in here early? Not yet. All right, y'all not in here yet, but still, once y'all get here, don't forget press like for your favorite panel. Sharing as always, kid. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit your notification bell set to all for all notifications when we go live. Almighty Finesse in the building. What's really good? We see you out there in the YouTube streets. Yeah, this was another tough game. You know, I'm sure I hear the echo in the back of my head right now. The Knicks are all in time. I guess LA teams of the new NBA. Like that's all I hear right now. But it was a tough loss. 108-102 to the Cleveland Cavs. Talk to me, my people.
All right, so we already know what the shared talking point is going to be. For all the major media outlets tomorrow, it is what it is. I'm super annoyed. I will say that. Not very winnable game. This game was won. In the second quarter, this game was won. Again, I guess the news came to the squad that Indiana was resting their squad and they was cooked. Detroit was cooked and they was like, all right, so we know what's up. Kind of seemed like they took their foot off the gas in the third. It's kind of feeling like the third quarter of doom all over again. These last few games, like third quarter, we come out with no kind of energy or effort, nasty work, and for whatever reason, we just love leaving whoever's hot at the 3-point line open. Like, for whatever reason, just like, he's hot. We're just not going to check him.
What up, Wilton? Salute to you for pulling up, man.
Yeah, he's
What
hot.
up, cuz?
What up, cuz? You already know Jimmy J1, my guy in the building.
What up, cuz? Yeah. We just reached a space where
Speaking
we
of
feel
what
like,
up, cuz, wait. Let me say it one more time for our beloved co-host. What up,
What up?
cuz? Brow.
What up, cuz? What up,
What
cuz?
up, cuz? Well, now you gotta say it for Jimmy J1 because literally it was like one of them plays at second
What
base.
up, cuz? What up, y'all? What's
Well,
good?
my bad. Go ahead, T-Time. Go ahead. We apologize for that.
good, my
You know,
boy. Kev was good, my guy.
I
What's
had
up,
to.
man? What's goody?
Same shit. But look, like I said, it's like, yeah, for whatever reason, we just whoever's hot on the other team, we just refuse to check that person at the 3-point line. Some of the no, not some of them. All those Max Shoes 3-pointers in the fourth quarter was wide
Wide open.
fuck open.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't nobody. There was no communication on defense. Uh, and the last thing before I land the plane, I understand JB got to get back in the rhythm, but this hero ball in the fourth quarter kind of low key annoying. Like JB, my guy, we know he captain clutch, but you ain't got to take every shot in the fourth quarter, son. You ain't got to take
But
every fucking shot in the fourth quarter. You don't have to do it. Pass the ball. Get off the ball early. You know what I mean? If the ball comes back to you, then you do something with it. But the fact that you come up the court, you take 10 to 15 seconds off the clock doing nothing every time, bro. Like, and it's becoming a pattern and it's annoying because, like, he come up the court, right? Like getting past half court, let's say for instance that take 4 seconds. 5 seconds. Let's say 5 seconds. You're down to 19 seconds. Offense when JB bring the ball up the court don't really start moving until like 11 seconds into left on a shot clock. That's nasty offense, son. That is nasty offense. And that shit happened a lot tonight, especially in the second half. JB with the hero ball in the fourth quarter. Nasty work. You got weapons on your team. Fucking use them, dog. Like, use them. You don't have to take every shot, JB. I promise you. I promise you, bro. You don't have to take every shot. Get off the ball,
facts.
move around, present some different options. This is really the last thing. And there's no reason why we're running the same sets with Mitchell Robinson on the court, running five as Cat. Mitchell Robinson is not the same player. You can't hand Mitchell Robinson the fucking basketball at the top of the key and expect him to make the proper passes off cuts. Like Cat, they're not the same passer. And I thought that was nasty work
Man.
tonight. Yeah, it was a lot of nasty work. And Tibbs said it in the post game. There's a lot of things that need to be fixed. They need to be fixed fast. With all that being said, knowing that we playing the Pacers, I mean not Pacers, Pistons. Knicks in five. But yeah, this is what this loss was whack though for sure.
Thanks. I'm going to just say it now. I'm having dental work done, so my mouth hurts, so I'm not talking so much tonight. But super annoyed, just like you. We can't keep taking our foot off the gas. This is 2 games in a row where we've done it, and
Mhm.
no, 3 games really. Super not cool. We're better than this, 100%. Uh, to the fact of JB taking all those shots in the fourth quarter and playing hero ball, we also need everybody to play the way they were playing when he wasn't there. The movement of players isn't really there the way it was when he wasn't playing. So everybody has to do their part. Um, that's the only way we're going to be successful, period, regardless of who we play. So, I mean, it sucks that we lost. I wanted to beat a good team so that the naysayers could shut the hell up already. Um, but I mean, after next game is 0-0, and it's on us to push
Mhm.
through.
Her plane is
Well,
landing. Somebody got to talk.
I'm gonna say it like this, it's plain and simple. The Knicks got to have a better sense of urgency going into the playoffs. You can't be things have to be worked out now, right? I don't expect I don't expect everything to be just a quick fix, but over time going into these playoffs, like you got to right the ship somehow. I mean, the way these games are ending is like killing the momentum going into the playoffs. Honestly, JB don't need to be playing hero ball in game 81 where basically we're locked into a third seed because the Pacers lost. And it's I mean, I get it. You want that. You want that get back against Cleveland, but it's like, man, when are we going to start closing out on this 3-point line? It's like we can't keep letting the same things happen to us because it gets pretty predictable after a while. It's like, when are you gonna end up, you know, either making a different adjustment or working on something different with the guys? Like, at some point, we got to start considering, like, there needs to be a sense of urgency with this team. Like, it's a sense of urgency going into the playoffs. Like, I just need them to get focused and lock in because these last few games have been unacceptable for me. Period. Like, we're a better team than this, in my opinion, and we need to start acting like
For sure. Kevin.
He's muted.
Yeah, man. You know, I don't know, man. It's
I'm
kind of like
crying.
it's confusing to me, right? Because in the first half, the first quarter we was doing our thing. Second half, second quarter, same thing. I think we had like a 20-point something lead. And then little by little, you see the Cavs just wandering away, and I just feel like when JB was out, right? We had other guys stepping up. We had Mikal started playing at a
OG.
higher level. OG, just took the fuck off. So I was having a conversation with my pops earlier, and I'm like, everybody's JB, but at the same time, these guys know that JB's gone for a whole month, right? Y'all been leading this team. Y'all have to stay in control. Y'all, you know what I mean? I understand that JB is the captain. He's the guy that's leading us, but at the same time, you guys were the one holding the fort while he was gone, and y'all was holding us down. We need that same energy from OG and Mikal going forward. If we not gonna get that same energy going forward, it's gonna be a tough watch in the playoffs. Defensively, I don't know what's going on behind the arc. We're not closing out behind the 3-point line. Um, I don't know what's up with Josh. Why you so timid to shoot the damn fucking ball? Shoot the
Fact.
fucking ball, bro. Shoot the fucking ball. Like my Jesus Christ, yo, we've seen you time and time and time and
Hit
time
them
again knock
threes.
down shots and knock down shots and knock down shots, but you pass it off. Why? I have no idea. I'm sitting on my screen and I'm like, bro, you got the wide open shot, you pass it off. You look scared. And then when they passed it to you, you took the last 3-point shot. They gave it to him. Boom, knocked it down, no problem. Why can't you just do that all the time? I have no problem with your hustle. I have no problem with you getting people involved offensively. I think Josh he had 5 assists, so that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But bro, just shoot. You are a threat, bro. You are a threat. If left wide open, you are a threat, and I need you to take that shot, bro. I
Facts.
am not afraid of you taking that shot, Josh. So if you seeing this, please, bro, just take the shot. Stop looking so scared. Stop worrying, bro. This is your team too. You ain't gonna be punished. They not gonna yank you out the game.
Who is
Tibbs
this
is not
person
gonna
in the
yank
chat?
you at the game.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Who is this
So
person?
so so
Cause we don't
so
we don't we don't we don't we don't we don't
like
let
at the
people
end of
talk
the
shit about JB on this podcast.
listen,
Right.
at the end of the day,
Oh no,
right?
I'm gonna talk shit about JB a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, I
It's
heard what
cool to hold him accountable. I don't
Yeah,
think it's
yeah,
cool to
sure. That's what it is. This is
team ain't
accountability
shit
check.
because he playing though.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They
This is
play they shit
accountability
because they
check.
playing like shit.
This is
Listen,
accountability check
like
right there.
they gotta, like you said earlier though. You said it perfectly. We gotta keep our foot on the gas, and we cannot stop. We cannot stop. You know, my thing is with OG, right? OG, you was being a bully. What happened to that bully ball game you was playing, bro? Taking people to the basket, putting people in foul trouble. You had Jalen Brown in the game against Boston. In the first half, you had him with 4 fouls.
Mm.
4 fouls, and then all of a sudden we stop attacking them. We completely stop attacking them. We need Mikal, Josh, and motherfucking OG to start attacking the basket. Put these people like Evan Mobley, like Jared Allen, like motherfucking Isaiah Stewart, and all these guys. Put all these people in foul trouble. Cade Cunningham. We had Cade Cunningham. He had 4 fouls. Then at one point he had 5 fouls. Nobody attacked him. Nobody attacked him. Why? Why?
I got an answer. Definitely got an answer. I find myself in a lot of these games recently, especially after JB
What
and
up?
them
What
out.
up, Mike?
Was good. Yeah.
What up,
I
Mike?
find myself in watching these games after since JB's been back after he's been out. When he come across the court yelling at the screen for him to pass the ball. Like that's literally what I do most of the games now when JB's on the court. He comes across the half court and I'm yelling at the screen, pass the rock. You know what I mean? Because the ball is sticking with JB. I don't know if it's him just trying to find a rhythm. But to answer your question, why these guys are not being as aggressive, because when JB was out, the ball was moving around. It was moving around and it was moving fluidly. With JB, not so much. When JB's on the court, the ball goes to JB dribbling for a while, coming across the court, waiting for the pick. When the pick don't work, he's dribbling, looking for the pass, and then before you know, it's 10 seconds left on the clock, and we trying to rush offense. You know what I mean? And that's not going to work. JB needs to get off the ball a lot sooner and learn how to move without the basketball. Because one thing I noticed too, especially since they putting bigger defenders on JB, he can't see the cutters. I I've seen him miss cutters a few times tonight because there was a bigger defender on him and he can't pass the ball over them or see the passing lane. You know what I mean? So this is JB is fire and I love the fact that he's the captain of my team. I'm not saying nothing to negate that. But accountability is accountability. You know what I mean? And a large part of this shit is him playing hero ball. Was good, was good. Him
What
playing
up?
hero ball and him sitting on the basketball too long when he come over half court. Either you gonna come across half court, make a move, or get off the basketball and let everybody touch the basketball and try to make something happen. Come off some screens or something like that. But you cannot stand at the top of the key with your back to the basket looking for a pass. You can't do it. And that's JB does that a lot into the last seconds. You know what I mean? And that's frustrating to watch. I'm gonna land the plane by saying again, I spent a lot of time of this game, especially in the second half, yelling at the screen for JB to pass the ball. You know what I mean? JB's man. Don't get me twisted. Don't get it twisted. Still got wild faith in the cat. But I gotta call a spade a spade. Hero ball is not going to win us no playoff games. Like I said, we got the players who's been putting on when JB was out, and I need JB to realize that he can relinquish the ball and still get his buckets. You know what I mean? And I don't think he's there yet. I don't think he's there yet mentally. I think he's in like, yeah, I'm just trying to find a rhythm right now. We already made the playoffs. Let me just try to get in my groove. And that's what I'm going to chalk it up to being. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to find a groove versus trying to win these last few games that really obviously didn't mean too much. You know what I mean?
First, like for your favorite panel, Sharon is always carrying people.
Big facts. Big facts. Big,
Gotta hit him with the quick interlude. You know what I mean?
big facts. Yeah. But yeah, man.
So I was yeah, so the
See, now
Bulls
he's
the ball
ODing.
the ball's been moving. Like if you think about it, right? We had 32 assists as a team in the last game versus Detroit. If I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to figure out when we played the Celtics. Tuesday? Was it
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday we played the
Mm-hmm.
Celtics? We had, let me see something.
So
Because moving the
I
ball is not it moving the ball hasn't been really the issue
so
with
here's the
us.
I get what you where you going, Kev, but most of those assists come in the first half.
But what I'm trying to say is like the problem with us is turnovers down the stretch.
That in the
Turnovers down the stretch in key moments of the game. We're not protecting the ball. Those are
and
things that's hurting
I'm gonna
us.
tell you why too is because first half, most of these assists is coming from the first half, Kev. When we went up 20 something tonight, that's because we was moving the ball in the first half. Second half, not so much. Now you talking about stagnant offense, people not expecting to get the ball because they know JB taking a shot. Why am I looking for a pass when I know he's taking a shot? You know what I mean? And this is the problem. Like JB got to learn in the fourth quarter. Yes, you're captain, you're Mr. Clutch, all that good shit. But you don't got to take every shot. You got to be able to pick your spots. And these last few games watching JB, every shot in the clutch is, I'm taking all of these shots. I'm taking all these shots. You
Well,
know what I mean? And it don't need to be
But
that.
but at the
oh,
same time, where's everyone else's aggression too?
right.
If you don't
Yes.
pass them the ball, how
But
can you
that's
get
can't
aggressive?
that
But they
because
haven't
look
been.
in
But if they
that
weren't aggressive the majority of the game, why
look
would
it.
we?
All right. In that Celtics game, the first half, the Knicks had 13 assists, right? In the first half. JB had 3. In the second half of that game, the Knicks had 14 assists, JB has 6. He had if I'm not mistaken, he had 9 assists altogether in that game.
Yeah,
Let me
okay.
see.
So now,
So the ball is moving.
so
It was the turnovers in that Celtic games that really cost us that game.
this is where I disagree, right? Because there's two type of assists, right? You got the Westbrook triple double type of assist. You know what I mean? Because he holds the ball so much, teams are closing in on him, so he's getting these assists, and it's the flow of the offense assist. JB dribble, and what the offense comes down to in the second half of these ball games is one pass shots. That's not good offense. It's teams collapsing on JB. He has to get rid of the ball, then somebody shoots. That's not good rhythm offense. I hear what you're saying, Cap. You know what I mean? But that stat is misleading. It's misleading because he stands there, he dribble the ball, they collapsing, so he passes. So he's getting assists, but it's not good offense. It's not good offense. We there's a lot of bailout basket making that be happening. You know what I mean? Low in the shot clock. Couple seconds left. Somebody's heaving up a shot. It goes in. JB gets the assist. And we clap. That's not good offense. That's not what was happening when Mikal was going off, when OG was going off. That wasn't happening. We was getting the early offense. We was pushing the tempo, makes and misses. And that's not happening since JB is back. And I'm saying this. I'm just chalking it up to the fact that JB is trying to get back in the rhythm before the playoffs. You know what I mean? But from what I'm watching, not looking at the box score, I'm like, bro should be getting off the basketball a whole lot quicker. A whole lot quicker. You know what I mean? It's times where I'm watching, they got Darius Garland guarding OG Anunoby in the post or Mikal in the post. And I'm like, yo, why won't we pass the ball to these guys? but we watching JB trying to get his shit off. You know what I mean? And I'm not mad because I want JB to get in rhythm. That makes sense going into the playoffs. But at the same time, if we were intentionally trying to win these games, he got to get off the ball a whole lot quicker. You know what I mean? That's it. Yeah, yeah, listen, man.
You know,
JB,
a lot of the things too that was working for us when he was gone was the cutting to the basket and being aggressive and going to the basket. And you know, I get because he's back, you know, but these guys still got to do something, bro. You know, like we gave up a lot of picks for fucking Mikal. We need you to fucking be Mikal. What we, you know, the Mikal from when he was gone. We need that Mikal right now. You know
he
what I
was
mean?
he
There
was
was
6 for
moments,
13 from the field tonight. Yeah, I can't. I'm
yeah.
not mad at Macau. You know what I mean? He was 6 for 13 from the field tonight.
I mean, I know he had 8 assists. I get
Yeah,
it,
right.
right? So, but like in key moments of the game, I think that, you know, when he see, because we all see that JB is not where he's at right now. He's not. You know what I mean? You could tell that he needs more time. So when you see that, I'm sure you guys see that. Yes, you know what I mean? As y'all his teammates, you know?
But Kev,
So,
you
you know,
also got to give up the ball, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro.
ask for the ball. Ask for the fucking ball. Yo, pass the fucking ball, nigga.
Yeah.
Pass the fucking ball. Because you know what? When you was going, we was holding the fucking shit down. Pass the fucking ball then.
Yeah, listen,
Don't
but
sit around inside and lollygagging behind the 3-point line and waiting for the ball to get to you. Yo, in the fucking when you're at the bench, tell this dude, yo, pass the fucking rock, nigga. We
yeah,
here to hold you down.
yeah, Kev.
Or bring up the ball your own self.
Right,
Yo, Kev, listen.
right.
I, I'm just saying that still sounds like a JB problem. I
You
shouldn't
know what
have
I
to
mean?
ask you to pass the ball.
But
This
yo,
is the
like,
team sport.
okay,
I
but
shouldn't
you know
have to
what,
go to the
McCall,
captain of the
like,
team and be
but
like, "Yo,
at
I
the
can
same
score too."
at the same time, McCall, you've been playing with Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart since the college days, bro. You should be able to go and check him and say, yo, you need to look for your teammates, bro.
Macau, the nerdy one, he ain't doing that.
You
It's gonna
should.
have to be Josh.
Nah, that's not true because I be seeing Mikal getting at the teammates on the sideline all the time when they not making plays. He be barking at them. So if you could bark at them for missing out on plays, you should be able to bark at JB for fucking passing the ball, bro. It's simple.
I think yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, that just sounds weird. The fact that we gonna skip over the fact that JB's not passing the ball to the fact that McCown needed to man the ball for JB. That's kind of weird.
I mean, I don't know why not. I would have. I don't
How
see
about
why.
JB just passed the fucking rock?
I mean,
I agree. I mean,
I don't know.
the ball's gonna come back to him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
It
he's
always
gonna
does.
get his. I don't know why he doesn't. It just seems like he almost don't really trust them.
Which is weird, dog. Like
Weird as
I
fuck
feel,
because we were winning. We can win.
it feel, I don't. You know what? I don't. I won't say he don't trust him. It's more of I feel like he has to live up. He feel like he has to live up to the fact that I'm the A1 guy here, and the A1 guy don't shy away from the shots. The A1 guy take the shots. You feel me? But those players don't win. Even Michael Jordan passed the curve. You feel me? Like
I
Kobe
don't know.
passed the Shaq. Pau Gasol, Odom.
Yeah, but I feel like those guys at times were ball hogs at a lot too. You know what I mean? Because when they needed to take over a game, those guys took over a game. But we don't really need Jalen Brunson to do that.
So you right, Kev, and I'm saying my point is that there's times. You feel
Yeah.
me? There's moments. Tonight, I watched JB come up the court and shoot 4 back-to-back shots that missed. I might be over exaggerating with 4, but it was a few back tonight and the night before. A few back to back shots and he missed. And I'm like, yo, dog, like I get it. You the big dog here. The big dog gotta eat. But at the same time, you win games with good offense. You feel me? You win games
Team
with good
basketball.
offense. Now, when we talk about a minute left is a 2-3 possession game. I mean a 1 possession game. Minute left, yeah, JB, go eat. Go eat. If we talk about 3 minutes out, we still need to be running offense. You feel me? We still need to be running offense and keeping everybody engaged in the game. You know what I mean? Like it's times where you gotta know when you need to take over, and it's times where you need to know to pass the basketball. Again, I'm this is not me shitting on JB. It sounds like it, but it's not that. I promise. You feel me? I am super happy that JB's on my team, and I think this team moves when JB moves.
Right, CO. Right, Kurt.
Man,
That's right,
OG in
man.
the building.
That's when
And,
you win games.
and this is why we went up to a 20-point lead in the first half. We was playing as a team. Third quarter, ball got stagnant. Nobody. I really feel like tonight we heard that the Pacers lost. It was like, all right, and thought that the Cleveland Cavaliers was going to quit playing basketball. We up 20. They ain't got nothing to play for. I really felt like they thought they was going to quit basketball tonight. But Cleveland was on like, nah, we're going to prove to y'all that y'all can't beat us. Even without Donovan Mitchell. But the Knicks, like in the third quarter, was like, do. Oh, shit. It's a 4-point game. Maybe we should start playing basketball again. Like, but it was too late. It was too late. You know what I mean? And whatever need to be fixed before the postseason. I don't like the disrespect we getting. I don't like the disrespect we getting. I don't like the fact that everybody think that the Pistons is going to beat us in the first round. That is disgusting work. You know what I mean? Super disgusting work. I've seen a few different big media sports heads talk the same shit. And I'm like, damn, we didn't win 50 games this season?
Right.
Right.
That ain't happened. We ain't win 50 of them things, nah.
But that doesn't surprise me when it comes to the media and the fans. They're gonna do shit like that all the time, but they just gotta start playing better, because Detroit, uh they going into the playoffs on on a peaking at the right time kind of
Yeah.
deal. You know what I'm saying? So the Knicks gonna have to play hard and not sleep on these guys.
I will say this about the last thing about this Cavs game, right? It's something that I did pick up. Even though we lost, Mitchell Robinson is about to baby the fuck out of Mobley and Jared Allen. It's about to be
Hmm.
repeat of a few years ago when, yeah, birthed them, baby, changing diapers, all that. You know what I mean? Like, I was watching that first half and watching what Jared Allen was literally having to face. Like, you know how rare it is for a center to have to turn around and face guard a center, another center for rebounds? That's what Jared Allen was doing for defensive rebounds against Mitchell Robinson. He was turning to. That's usually what guards do when they have to box out centers. Jared Allen was doing that tonight against Mitchell Robinson. Facing him, grabbing him, hugging him, doing whatever he could to try to keep Mitchell Robinson off the offensive glass. That Jared Allen is Mitchell Robinson's afroed son. That's his afroed son. That's his son's son. And
that
OG Anunoby had kept Mobley to 3 for 10 from the field tonight. So
wait,
if
who
we
held him? Who held him to 3 for 10?
OG
OG.
Anunoby.
Yo, remember, and I was telling y'all in the chat not too long ago how he plays really good defense against Evan Mobley.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Because Mobley is not like super strong. He's tall.
yeah.
But the thing that with OG is mad strong and he got really long arms. So you're not gonna muscle him. It's gonna be hard for you to shoot over him. You know what I mean? Like and you saw a lot of those complications tonight for Evan Mobley going 3 for 10. Uh but yeah, Jared Allen is Mitchell Robinson's son. You know what I mean? And it's gonna happen and to me, if so we won't face them until the Eastern Conference Finals, God willing we make it there, right? Uh and if that happens, Mitchell Robinson is gonna probably be the biggest X factor on this team. Cause he's gonna have a do job. He's gonna have a job of keeping uh Jared Allen off the offensive and defensive boards, protecting the paint. You know what I mean? And it's going to be a combination between OG and Anunoby and Mitchell Robinson guarding Mobley and shutting down Mobley. Yeah, I mean, because Mitchell guard Mobley a little bit tonight too. And Mobley ain't have no success against Mitchell Robinson whatsoever. He didn't want no smoke.
Nah, he didn't.
So,
I'm gonna look those stats up too.
yeah. So if we meet them in the playoffs, Mitchell Robinson is probably going to be the biggest X factor. And
The
going
thing
into
is,
the
the thing with me is, and it's what I always question is, are we finally gonna see Cat and Mitch on the floor at the same time?
We're not
Uh,
gonna have
uh,
an option. We have to.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that already. Shit, we've been waiting all year for that shit.
So here's the dilemma. I think if Huck Purdy was healthy, we would definitely see it.
But wasn't Huck Porty supposed to be back by this time already?
Nah, well he tore his
I
ACL,
thought he
No,
was. I
Yeah, I
thought it
think
was
he's
like,
going
meniscus.
some next season.
his meniscus.
Meniscus
oh,
or
he out
something.
for the
Yeah,
year.
he's
I didn't
gone.
know he was
Yeah,
out for the year.
Yeah,
Wow.
nah.
yeah.
Yeah, he tore one of them major
He had
ligaments.
season-ending surgery. Yeah.
Yeah, he tore one of them major ligaments, man.
But wait. Can I introduce the topic real quick? Cause I think we
Absolutely.
forgetting something here. I think we forgetting about somebody here, right? Knicks organization, hear me out,
Nah.
right?
Sorry, bro. Hold that thought real quick. He's out 4 to 6 weeks.
Who?
Huck Porty.
4 to 6 weeks where?
I
That's
just seen
crazy
it
because
right now.
he
I
tore
just
his
seen it.
meniscus.
It says here during the he suffered a torn meniscus in his left knee during his first NBA start on February 26th against Philly and expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks.
Hmm.
4 to 6 weeks. That
He
That
could
means
be
he'll
back.
be back now.
He should be back. That's what I'm saying. So go ahead,
yeah,
Fraz. My bad.
I don't think they're gonna bring him back.
that sound weird.
Nah, he's shut down for the season. I don't think they got. But yeah. To my point of what I was going to talk about real quick. Knicks organization, hear me out, man. Y'all got somebody who y'all need to go get, man. Go and bring my guy up from the G League, man. Why are we not talking about bringing Moses Brown up with the squad, man? Like, I get it. He ain't played much with the squad. I know that's gonna be the first thing people say. He ain't played with the squad, so we don't know what we're gonna get from him. But you're not gonna know what you get from him. He don't play with the squad. You understand? And the fact that he has 50 games during the season he could play with the team. If y'all don't know how it works with G League players, let the parlay little school y'all real quick. Because if a guy's on a two-way contract, or if he's a member of a G League squad, he can be brought up to the main roster for a number of 50 games maximum. That's in the CBA if y'all don't know about that. Y'all need to look that up,
That includes
right?
playoffs.
Yes, it does. It does include playoffs. Yes,
But
I
my
actually
thing,
looked it up
but
the other day.
and Fraz, I'm with you 1,000%, right? And it's something that we on this panel have been asking for the
Oh
longest.
yeah,
All year long, we've been asking for it. But at this point, like, I just don't see it because Tibbs would
it's
have
too
did it
late.
already. To be honest, he would have
Mhm.
did it already. You know
That
what I
is
He,
mean? But I do agree
that's a
with
good
you
point.
because of what he's been doing in the G League. He's a double machine every game, double doubles all game long, and I think that's something we do need because rebounding has been an issue for us. As you can see, we got out rebounded tonight. But I don't know, man. Like I just Tibbs, I don't know what's on his mind, what's his thoughts, but I think it's just too late in the season for that, bro.
Yeah, I don't see it happening either. And if they do call him up, I don't see him playing. Tibbs
yeah,
not gonna trust him.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially in the playoffs, just to come from the G League roster to get PT. Like I don't, excuse me, I don't see that happening for real.
Um
That happening.
Go get it, go get it. 50 said 550 said why nobody talking about right. Don't be surprised if you see him in the playoffs because he did step up big time
Yeah,
when JB was gone, especially defensively. So, and if Cam put up one of the games that he put up today that he went like a 0 for. um you never
like
know,
a
man.
five.
Tibbs might be like, yo, you know what, sit your ass down, bro. Yo, D-Long, let's go, get in.
I
And
think
the
I
kid
think
got
he should be coming
experience.
off. I think he should be coming off the bench before campaign. To be honest,
Yeah.
I just like the way he run the offense. If the
Yeah.
second unit not gonna run and gun like they supposed to with Cam, then DeLon should be in the game.
So, and here's the thing about that too. Like, with people missing, that should be throwing shit through a whack, low key. You know what I mean? Like, uh, the game before last night game against Detroit, mad people mentioned Deuces in the starting lineup. You know what I mean? So that throw off the whole Deuces in the starting lineup, Precious in the starting lineup. You know what I mean? That throw that situation through a whack for real. You know what I mean? And then you come back and Mitch is in the starting lineup now, and y'all was trying to get chemistry with him, and it's a whole different situation. Like, I think I think Cam in the playoffs with the starting line, I mean the bench players, the way that it's supposed to be, can be effective, right? But if you start mixing matching shit, I think he'll have a night like tonight. And I think the problem with Cam is Cam want to take 40-foot 3-point shots
Yeah,
too much.
it
With
drives me
no one
crazy.
under the
Yo,
basket for a rebound.
son, and that's my guy. Like, I fuck with Cam. Don't get me wrong, but dog, that drives me crazy, bro. It drives me crazy.
High key annoying.
It
40,
is. It
40
really
feet
is.
3-point. I'm like, yo, bro, we didn't really need that. And that's another thing that happens with this team too, especially down the stretch. I mean, since we talking about 3-point shot, we be going for home runs when we really just need singles and doubles.
But you,
Absolutely.
but you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I think that if that's what we're gonna do, if that's what we're gonna do, and you're gonna be chucking up 3-point shots like that, there should be one guy taking those shots right now, bro. And in the last 10 games, the guy's been shooting over 45% from the 3-point line, and that's Landry Shamet.
Yeah.
He's been knocking them shits down, bro. That should
But
be the guy that guys look for when you need that 3-point shot.
I hear you, and in that aspect, you're right. I just think that it shouldn't be that. You know what I mean?
No,
Like
I agree with you. I agree with you. But if it comes to that you cannot find a shot, or is it's difficult for you to get to the basket because whatever the defense is giving you a hard time or whatever, and you got a guy open and he's out there, I would not mind seeing Landry Shamet shoot that ball because lately he's
he been
he's
wild.
been shooting
He been
his
wild.
like shooting the ball like this preseason Shamet.
Excuse me. He been wilding. He
He
been wild.
has. I'm
So
looking at his stats the last 10 games, bro, and it says he's shooting
they,
47.5% from the 3-point line.
they keep on topic, but kind of like shifted a little bit. Uh, I'll be watching these games, right? Especially in the fourth quarter. And I'm looking at the offense, and I'm like, how the fuck did Tibbs get this off, like this offense that we run? How the fuck did he get this to top five the last 3 4 years? It's nasty. I promise you, it's nasty offense. You know what I mean? Y'all know I watch a considerable amount of basketball, dog. Like basketball season is when I'm in my glory. You know what I mean? Like, some people feel that way about football season. Some people feel that way about baseball season, hockey, etc., etc. Basketball season is my time to shine. I don't be watching shows like that because it be basketball on. You feel me? Like, and I look at this offense and I'm like, this is nasty offense, but somehow it ends up being effective
I just
because it's 2 3 screens at the top of the key, and after that is a free for all.
Yep.
That's it. There's 2 3 screens at the top, free for all. You might
He
get
needs
one
motion.
off ball screen. But yeah, it's wild stuff, man. But with all my complaining tonight, because I definitely was complaining tonight. I ain't gonna hold you. That I wanted to win this game.
I
I
did
ain't
too.
gonna. I wanted to win this game.
I wanted
Uh,
to win the last 3 games.
I ain't gonna lie, Kev. I ain't gonna lie. Facts. Yeah, I
Yo,
ain't gonna
because
lie.
let me tell you, yo, all 3 games, I seen a lot of good things that they did that they didn't do prior. Into
Mhm.
the like the first 3 Boston games, Boston was straight lighting us up. There was no coming back. There was no urgency. Like they was just straight domination on us. But these last 3 games, we've been playing much better. But if they could figure out a way to do what we always say, bro, is get stops and keep your foot on the gas. If they can
Oh yeah.
continue, if they can continue to do that, this next team can be very unstoppable, yo.
So
25 assists.
20.
it,
I
We're
think we
gonna
had.
put we're gonna push it up to 27 for the playoffs. 27 assists.
yeah.
Yo,
So
man, because
yeah, Kev, yeah.
I mean, listen, man, I don't want to keep bringing up Isaiah Hartenstein because he was. Listen. The money that was given to him that we offered him was fair. If he wanted to be here, he would have stayed here. He obviously didn't want to be here. He chose the money. So, yo, we wish you well. Do your thing in OKC. But right now, we got this team that we have in front of us. And, they just need to figure some things out. And it should be all on the defensive end.
For sure. Yo,
Focus on the defense, bro. That's all I want to see
I
these
ain't gonna.
guys do.
I hear you. if I Hart wanted to be here, he would have been here. But
Right.
at the same time, you get more money and you still get to play for a contender. I can't be mad at bro.
Nah.
I, I can't be mad at bro. You feel me? Like it's not like he took more money to go to a trash situation, right? Like it's not like he took more money to go to fucking Charlotte. You know what I mean? Like he went to a contender. I get it, but I agree with Kev defensively, especially guarding the motherfucking 3 point
Three
line.
point line, yo. I don't know what is the
Yeah,
inconsistency all
I
year
feel like
long,
I
bro.
feel like I'm being trolled, dog. Like that's how bad it is. Like I feel
Yeah.
like they're doing this shit on purpose to kind of make play people think like, I against the Knicks in the playoffs, we gonna shoot mad threes because they don't go out the 3 point line, and then we just be like, yeah, fuck it, nah, nigga.
Cause we've seen stretches in the season where we've locked up everything.
I feel like
Yes.
it's bait. So I really like. We've been so bad at guarding the 3 point line. I feel like it's bait.
But see,
Like we just gonna pop up one game and be like, nah, nigga, we on that. Like,
but
pause.
the thing that these everybody gotta realize, right? And my pops is probably sitting here watching this like, here we go with him trying to make an excuse for the team and Tibbs to this is their first year playing.
This
It's
is a fact.
it's really like the first year. I don't care what nobody say, bro.
Breezy, if you don't watch Knicks basketball, don't talk to me about Knicks basketball.
Bro,
He's in here. He's in
yo,
here on every
listen.
team.
Somebody
On every
kicked him out.
episode.
Please, hold on a second. Hold on a second, please. Let me just real quick. You lost by 30 yesterday, and you already down by almost 30 today.
Hold on.
Why
Hold
are
on.
you even coming in here talking anything? You
Yo,
got
Kev.
blown out by 60 points in the last two games, and you come in here to show face and troll us.
Yeah,
Sit your ass on the
yeah,
couch, enjoy,
Did
enjoy,
yeah.
enjoy the playoffs through the TV, and just watch Knicks and Nations chill out, bro.
Yeah,
yo
Breezy, we
Breezy? You
got
need
we
to
got
work
a
on your
question for
game.
you,
I'm gonna
Breezy.
tell. Hold on. Put that comment back up. Hold on. Put that
Yo,
breezy
that's
comment back up.
crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Put
yeah,
that breezy
yeah. Put that
comment.
comment up.
Yo,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Yo,
tell you when. The last 9 times we beat y'all, nigga. Fuck out of
that's a
here.
fact.
you know what I mean? Like, yo,
Facts.
bro, how is this?
Like,
How is it that you coming up here?
Yo,
That's the shit I don't understand.
no,
Like, even when
wait.
we was, hold up, my bad, Fraz. Even when we was on the come up,
So
we
now I
was
gotta cook
playing
them.
better basketball than y'all Nets team right now.
So I gotta cook
We
them.
was making the playoffs. We wasn't no playing team.
bro,
So
yo,
for
listen.
you to come over here and show face it's disgusting.
Have my
Yo,
$5 on Sunday, nigga.
yo, Big Cat Breezy,
Actually,
you
be
got.
prepared to get on the show. We want you on
Matter of fact,
camera.
matter of fact, no, you're gonna have two people $5 on Sunday because you gonna owe me as well. Don't forget, you bet Fraz
I'm
too.
gonna be at
Put
work
your
on
money where
Sunday.
your mouth is, right? Yeah, yeah, Breezy, Big Cat Breezy. You heard? And do me
Yeah,
a favor too. What you need to worry about, what you need to worry about,
them
is all these
envelopes,
one on
nigga.
ones you gotta play. That's what you need to
Like,
worry about. Did your team win 30 games, nigga? Did your
yo,
team win 30 games?
yo,
Did you win
you need
30
to worry
games? I
about
don't even want to hear it if
them
you didn't win
envelopes.
30 games.
You
Yes,
need to
the
worry about
envelope.
them
Yes.
envelopes in June.
Facts.
That's what you need to worry
And
about.
guess what? And the 10th pick in the NBA draft goes to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah,
It might not even be the 10th pick.
you gonna be sick.
Shit ain't even gonna manifest.
Yeah, but haters gonna hate. You feel me? Lock up everything. Every time we play y'all, nigga, 9 times in a row. That's when. Motherfucker.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Breezy, just remember, Breezy, the Knicks made the second round, and you got swept. And you got swept.
Then they get swept
Breezy
like
voice.
You
they got
know, it's
swept back to back
crazy, right?
years,
Because
didn't
they
they?
say they always come out and say, "Oh, you haven't made the playoffs in so many years." But really, if you think about it, we missed the playoffs for some time, and we still got more playoff wins than them.
Fact. There's a
That's true.
large gap.
That's
Large
true.
gap of playoffs. There's a large gap of playoffs.
Yo,
I
son, it's
mean,
crazy.
but
Y'all
this
was
is
making
what.
the playoffs while we wasn't, and we still got more playoff wins than y'all.
So, Kev, and this is what I was arguing when we was doing the show, right? They always was touting this, oh, we make the playoffs. I'm like, but y'all lose in the first round every time. Does it
Every
really count?
time.
Does
Every
it count?
time.
It don't really count if you lose every time.
That's how you feel, big bro? He said, damn, but the rest bucket.
Yo,
Eat the
that's
rest
a fact.
bucket.
It's nasty arena, bro. That's nasty arena for
You
sure.
gotta go over there with a special mask to protect you from the rust in the air.
That's nasty arena. Or, but
Yo,
yeah, man.
yo. Wait, but
Now,
wait.
no, oh,
What?
y'all saw the new mascot,
They got a
the
mascot.
brownstone pigeon.
Like
The,
you
y'all
lying,
should do a pod about that, Breezy. Y'all got a new mascot,
Kev.
The
You lying.
brownstone,
the
Mascot?
the
brownstone
brownstone
pigeon,
pigeon.
bro. Check it out.
You lying, Kev.
Shout
Hold
out,
on.
yo, shout out to the
Hold on.
Nets.
I gotta see this shit.
It was right in
Yeah,
Because
front of the
the
rust bucket just the other
yep,
day.
the
Check it
brownstone
out.
pigeon.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm googling right now. That
That shit
But
look
but but
cracked
wait,
out, bro.
while I
Cracked
got the
out.
floor, hey bandwagon breezy, all right? Do me a favor, all right? Pick a team to be a fan of, all right? Cause you got so many teams that you're a fan of, right? We don't even know who you're a fan of anymore. It ain't the Nets, cause y'all ain't going nowhere. So
He
who you
said
really
he
a fan of,
unofficial.
bro? Who you
He
really a
said
fan?
he unofficial. We don't rep him. Yo, he was outside in front of the rust bucket taking pictures with fans and all that, bro. People were taking pictures with him and everything.
Man,
I'm dead.
they was like big fan breezy. Who is that? What do you mean? They don't know you, nigga. Stop playing yourself. They
Oh
don't
my
know you,
god, I
man.
see it. It really is a pigeon with a biggie
Yeah,
man.
that shit looks super. That pigeon looks so cracked out.
Yeah.
They got a
Yo, I swear
pigeon
that.
coop. That
I'm gonna
shit got
put
a.
that
They're telling you, it's a pigeon coop over
I'm
there,
gonna
bro.
put the link in the chat.
yo, that picture related to Pookie, man. I'm telling you, man. That
Oh,
picture related.
yo, that is nasty, son. That is nasty, son. What are we doing?
That's the Nets' new
No.
mascot, bro. That's their new mascot. The
Hold
pigeon.
on.
The
No.
brownstone pigeon. Know what I mean?
Brownstone pigeon is crazy. Oh, hold on. What just happened? Oh, I zoomed in by accident. I think I did. What just happened? Oh, hold on. I got y'all. Brownstone pigeon, y'all.
Wow.
Yo, yo, don't
Yo,
talk to
man,
me,
it's
bro.
hilarious,
First
bro.
of all, don't talk to me if this is your
That's
mascot.
hilarious.
That's your mascot. Nasty work,
You
man.
know, the sad part is like,
Jesus Christ.
yo, the sad part is like, the Knicks is so iconic. We don't need a mascot.
Right,
Facts.
right. You
And you
don't
went
know
and got
pigeons. The pigeons are the prey of New York. They get eaten by rats, cats, hawks.
that's a fact. That's a
Right.
fact. They're the bottom of the food chain.
The Knicks.
They're literally the
Ran over,
bottom
but they get hit by cars. All that.
bottom of the food chain. And got the Biggie crown on is crazy.
Jesus,
Facts.
disrespectful. But what can you
Yeah,
expect from the Brooklyn Nets?
dirt. That
Uh,
dirt.
we
Did
just
you
sent
win
him on
30
his
games,
way.
Breezy?
We just sent him on his way. He ain't saying nothing else no more. Nighty night.
Yeah, I
Did you
know.
win 30 games,
It's
Breezy?
me
Hey,
time,
Breezy.
Kev.
Me time. I was just about to say, it's
Me
me
time.
time for you,
I
Breezy.
me.
That's your new name. I'm
Yeah,
me
yeah.
Breezy. All right,
Get,
I'm me Breezy.
Que
Right?
Dios te
That's
bendiga,
it.
mi hijo. Que Dios te
Yeah.
bendiga.
Back him up. Back him up,
That
nigga.
basically means when you see Nick fans, Breezy, you're supposed to say bendición. All right, bendiciones. That's right. You tell us
26 wins.
bendiciones.
26 wins and come in here to try to troll something. Relax.
Hey, yo, son, you got blown out by the Hawks last night by almost 30 points, bro. By the fucking Hawks, bro. You coming over here and coming over here to troll us.
Nasty work, bro.
The
Well, but
only
hold on. You know I gotta say this to Breezy, right? Because he's always so big on this one person, right? Where's your boy Cam Thomas at now, Breezy? Huh? All that smack you was
Oh,
talking. Where's your
he
boy Cam Thomas now, Breezy? Oh,
he,
he's on the bench, ain't he? Yeah, he done. He cooked for the year. We
yeah,
know. Talking all that smack. But where your man at? Yeah, he on the bench. He ain't doing nothing for you.
yeah,
Nasty work, Breezy. Just
yeah,
pack it up for the year. You're done.
Yo, people go to the Barclays to
And
watch the
that's a
Liberty. That's
fact.
a fact.
Word.
That's a fact.
the Liberty and
Word.
concerts, nigga.
Big facts.
Liberty
Listen,
and concerts.
I've gone to 3 games in the Barclays. Two were the Liberty games, 2 Liberty games, and a Michigan Pittsburgh game, Michigan Wolverines Pittsburgh game that I went to Ty West with.
Yo,
That was it.
That arena is dirt.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been in the Barclays quite a few times because one of the homies, his company used to get skybox tickets all the time. And he was like, yo, T, we in the skybox. I'm like, who am I to turn down skybox tickets? I don't like the Nets. And every time I went, y'all lost. For sure. I think I probably seen one or two games. I probably been there like 4 times. But yeah, I ain't turning down skybox tickets. And for sure I went to go see the Liberty. Took my daughter this past summer to go see the Liberty for sure. You know what I mean? But other than that, and when we left, I kid you not, right hand to God, when we left, she said, when we going back to see the Knicks?
She must have felt
Yeah.
disgusted in there, like, I'm in
You know
She
here.
what I
like
mean?
that. She like, Daddy, you got me in a rust bucket, Daddy.
Right.
Like, what is this?
Yo,
She's
y'all
like,
She
remember
this
that?
said,
is what the
Yo,
league
"Wait,
y'all.
about to
yo,
look like.
nah." She used the tea time line. She was like, "Daddy, nasty work, Daddy. This is
Nasty
nasty work,
work, for sure.
Daddy."
You know how much I can't stand that arena? I've brought Frank to New York 3 times in the last 2 years. Every time he's like, I want to see the Barclays. I'm like, bro, I'm not driving by that shit. I'm not even
It's okay
driving
to
by
drive
that
by.
shit.
It's okay to drive by. You
Now
see
I'm
it
good.
rusting. You can see it rusting on the outside.
It ain't
Nah,
even
sister,
worth the
nah,
traffic
nah,
to go see
nah,
that
nah.
shit.
They ain't even win 30 games.
Now
They
they
ain't
got a
even win
pigeon
30 games.
mascot. Now they got a pigeon mascot. Y'all could go see the pigeon mascot. Take a picture with
Pigeon
him.
I ain't
mascot,
say,
26 wins, nasty
I
work.
ain't say. That nigga
If
name
I
is,
want to see a pigeon, I just, look right there.
that nigga is called Pablo the Brownstone Pigeon. That's that nigga name.
How you
Pablo.
call yo? What kind of name is that though? The brownstone pigeon. Jesus, you couldn't
That's a
come up
good
with a better name, bro.
being. Now, I'm a Brooklynite. Lived here majority of my life, right? And if that ain't the most gentrified name I've ever heard in my
Right?
That's to say.
because ain't no
Just having
self-respect,
a pigeon as a mascot in itself is wow.
ain't no self-respecting actual Brooklynite. Somebody from the soil from here. It's gonna be like, yeah, brownstone pigeon, that's fire. Fuck out of here. That's
They're gonna be in
corny.
the stand. They're gonna be in the stands going.
Oh shit.
What happened to that
Yeah.
boy?
Yo,
What happened to that boy?
Jimmy said because of them $4 tickets. Damn, y'all selling tickets for
So
$4.
when they come in
Right.
New
Damn.
York, we
So,
need to play the No Pigeon song.
what? Yo,
$4 for tickets is crazy though.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
you know, what do you expect from an organization that had to use Cold Harden for 50% off on playoff games.
And couldn't even get
It was overstock.
and couldn't even give out 50% off one ticket. That's crazy.
Yo, it was so
Word.
bad. Yo, it was so bad. They made a portrait for him in Brooklyn, and he said, "Nah, take that shit down."
Yeah, they did. I remember. And remember, they said we was making such a big deal about that portrait. Yeah, we got James Harden. They
Yo,
put a
he said, "Man,
portrait
take that
across the
shit down,
canvas.
bro." Yo, they took that shit right down the
AP,
next
the
day.
Nets is little brothers to the Liberty.
It's a
Yeah.
fact. It's their son's son.
Word. They
They
won a title there before them.
for
Facts.
sure,
In their own
Facts.
arena.
for sure,
Word.
for sure. They might two-peat. To be
Facts.
Yeah,
perfectly
Hmm.
honest, you know what I
especially
mean?
after that signing they just made. That was
Yeah.
fire, kid.
What's
Yeah,
her name from Connecticut?
Yup.
yeah. It is what it is. Nets is ass. They gonna be ass next year too. You know what I mean? But it is what it
Uh,
is.
I like to quote my big brother Kev Rodriguez on this statement right here. This will always and forever be the Brooklyn Nets.
For sure.
Little.
Facts.
Little. Let me say it
Facts.
again for you, Breezy. Little. You understand?
But
Little. Just like Kev did you on the court, Breezy. Little.
Yeah.
keep it on with the spirit. Keep it on with the spirit
That's
of the
crazy,
getting
Jimmy
on it.
J.
Big
Still ain't
facts,
sell out.
Jimmy
Facts.
J.
That's crazy.
But keep it on with the
Yeah,
spirit
that's
with the
crazy.
fact that the Nets is ass. Uh, our last regular season game was against the Brooklyn Nets in Barclays, aka Madison Square Garden. Uh, yeah, we gonna blow these guys out. I don't care who's on the court. Sure.
Big
They can
facts.
rest JB. They can rest uh Cat. They can rest Hart. They can rest OG Anunoby. I got faith that we could put Mitchell Robinson and the rest of the team out there, and we're gonna beat those guys. Landry Shamet, Precious Achua,
Dude,
Deuce, Facts. Yeah, I mean Dust Tyler Kolick off the bench. Pack him up, Dottie. Yeah.
put
Yeah.
the other
Yeah.
kid too. What's his name? The light
Kevin
skinned rookie.
McCullough. Kevin
Yeah,
Yo,
McCullough.
for
Kevin
sure.
McCullough, man, he's a good player, man. He's a good
Yeah.
player, that kid, bro.
That's just so dirt. Oh, they so dirt. So dirt.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
You know,
I mean,
Kurt, I ain't mad at that, bro. I ain't mad
is
at
that?
that not one bit, Kurt. Go full force.
No, listen.
Go full force on that ass.
I,
Pause.
yeah, that was
Ooh.
crazy.
I said
Hey, yeah.
pause.
You did.
Hey, yo,
You did. Yo,
you
yo,
lucky the
Kev.
boss police wasn't here for that one. That nigga
Listen,
Uncle Polly,
listen,
Uncle
See,
Polly
listen.
was on me,
I had
bro.
to liven up the chat. I had to
Yo,
liven
Kev.
up the chat a
Hey,
bit.
Kev, listen. Yo,
He
it's
said,
some
hey, push
stuff.
forward.
Yo,
He said,
yo,
hey, push forward. It's so
it's some
crazy.
stuff that is so egregious that
Yeah.
the pause might be
That's a
null and
damn
void on
shame,
that one,
man.
man.
Hey, yo,
They go full
y'all,
force on that ass. Hey, yo, that's crazy.
I was about to say, that was a hey yo moment right there. Not even a
y'all
pause.
got your
You had
mind
to
in
be
the
like,
gutter, man.
hey yo.
Y'all got your mind in the gutter, man. Y'all got your mind in
Hey
the
yeah.
gutter.
Yeah, look.
I'm
You know
just
what?
really trolling you, Kev. I ain't even mad. I'm just trolling
Yeah, listen, I'm still. We play at work. We play the pause game on expert mode, and it's the same story. Every time somebody do bad, your mind in the gutter. Your mind in the gutter. Nah, they can't do that. Nah, that was hilarious.
you. Uncle
But
Polly would
nah,
have went to town on that one though. Hey
yeah,
yo.
hey, yo, pause.
Hey
OG
yo,
OG
it's
style on
crazy.
that one is crazy. What are we
It
talking about?
was.
But yo, um, yeah, I agree. I definitely would still like our starters to get some PT. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
limited,
because
very limited.
it's not like we rolling on full steam right now, right? We're not rolling
Right.
into the playoffs. So
Right.
I would love for us to be like, all right, we're gonna go out there and we're gonna go up by 20 on these bum ass niggas. And then yeah, all right, we out. Bench players bring us home. You feel me? But definitely I would love to, especially like JB, since he's still kinda like, getting his feet wet. Maybe he play like the first half and then he sit out the second half. But definitely get some PT. You know what I mean? With the starters at least. You know what I mean? They play the first half, you bring the bench out in the second half. And the second half the bench bring the game home. But I still feel like no matter what happened, we win. Ness is ass, bro.
Facts.
Big facts.
10 in a
We
row.
gonna make it 10 of them things.
10 of them
Yeah. Hey,
things.
listen. That way we break the record.
Word.
All right.
I
We
like
break the
trolling
record.
Nick Claxton after every win. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick Claxton took to me, I think he took a step back.
For sure. He was
I
Oh,
think he
averaging.
took
definitely
a step back.
digress. His game definitely digressed this year.
Yeah, I don't. I actually think the other kid, what's his name, Davon Sharp is this year showed
And
me something
it's another
where
kid
he
too.
if Nick Claxton don't step up next year, that kid Davon Sharp might take his job.
There's another kid too. What's his name?
Oh, Trendon Watford.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a good
Is it
player, but I
Yeah.
think he's a free
Wofford?
agent though. He's a
No,
free agent, I think.
Wofford is a guard. Is
Yeah,
another. They got another
Oh, you
big
talking about another big? Wait, I'm trying to think. It's
Clowney.
not there. Yeah, yeah. I was about to say no clown.
Clowney's tough too.
yeah.
You know what I mean, yeah, I think I also think that Clax want out of Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Be perfectly honest. I think
Mm-hmm.
he's trying to get up out of there. I
He
don't think he
trying to
wants
go
to
to
be there.
Phoenix with KD punk ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also, Clax also said he always wanted to play for a winner. You know what I mean? He said that,
Yeah.
and yeah, rebuilding I don't think is in his plans. You feel me? So I could see him underperforming to try to get out of there.
You was playing for a winner, but y'all choked.
You know, it's what Brooklyn Nets do, man.
So he
Yeah,
back to Nick Waxton again.
Nick Waxton. That's crazy. Yeah, I have the loss to the Knicks. And that was a lie. See, that's why it was a curse because it was a lie. I have the loss to the Knicks since I've been in the league. That was a lie.
Right.
And ever since then, you ain't
You
win.
haven't beat him. Word. You haven't beat him.
10 in a row, and I want my $5. I'm trying to think about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mine too, man. Yo,
Trying to think
yo.
about what
Make
I'm
sure
gonna
you.
do with my $5, man.
I say, pass them ducats over here, man.
Give me a slice. Yeah, everything is expensive. You can't really do shit with
You
$5.
can't
Nah,
even
not
get a
even that.
slice for $5, B.
My next. It's okay. It's
A
okay.
slice is
Look,
like
look.
$4 in New York now, bro. You can't even get a
Peep
bottle.
game.
It's $4 in a
I
bottle
was about
room,
to
and
say,
if that,
peep,
bro.
peep game,
You better
breezy.
have an extra 50 cent on you just in case, bro.
It's okay, breezy. I'll take that $5, breezy. My next Knicks parlay is on you, breezy.
Yeah,
How about
that's what I'm
that?
about to think. Yeah, my next bet probably
Facts.
gonna be on that 5 cash for sure.
Word. Probably
Word.
turn
You know
that
what I mean?
into some bread.
And if you working in the hospital, you can't get shit for $5.
For sure. Yo, Kev. Yeah, yeah,
You get
listen.
the mini cookies out the vending
Not
machine for
even.
five
Shit,
dollars.
Not
yo,
even.
boy, kid,
Not
you ain't get
even.
nothing in the hospital
Oh,
for
Not
nothing in the hospital
even.
for
This
five
shit is
dollars,
like two
bro.
fifty now. This is like 250
yeah, them
now.
Yo,
joints,
it's
yeah,
crazy.
you go get a bag of chips, like the joint that's like little 50-cent bag of chips is like 175.
Yo,
Yeah.
What is this? Yo, so like we do get like
If y'all wondering, this is the in-ish section of our show right here.
yo,
we do
facts.
Okay.
get like discounts on certain shit, but still like yo, think about it, right? I work at the hospital and I get an employee discount. First of all, the bacon and the cheese is mad whack, but I get if I get one, right? That's still $4 with my employee discount.
No shit.
So you know that shit like
Highway robbery, bro.
over $5. Like I was saying, over
Uh,
$5. The bacon and cheese, dog. Like, yeah, nah, you ain't never lie about that. Working in the hospital, that's why I started bringing all my food to work. You know what I mean? Eating
Yeah,
listen,
my
son. A
I
nigga will spend his whole check that he just worked for eating if you buying food in the hospital every day, bro.
listen. I understand totally because out here, our beloved New York breakfast sandwich out here, where I'm at, is about $5 right now. You know what I
yo,
mean?
Kev.
I can't
I
even find a bacon, egg, and cheese out here. Okay.
Yo, that's crazy.
Damn,
Yeah.
damn,
yo, yo,
damn.
Kev.
they eat breakfast tacos. I don't want no
Yeah,
breakfast taco.
and he right next
Yo,
to
Word.
that's
Mexico.
crazy.
That's why. But yo, Kev, right? Yeah, I had a realization like that because I used to buy. I do a lot of doubles, right? So I'm there 16 hours a day. So I used to buy breakfast. I usually skip lunch and I eat dinner, and I buy dinner there. And then I did the tabulations. You feel me? You know, like how they used to do back in the day, the big old boards with the little
Word.
things that you slide across.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing my tabulations. I'm like, yo, I'm giving these niggas like a buck and some change back every week. I'm giving my job back my money. Huh? So if I'm doing
Word.
that every week, that's like four and some change a month. I'm
Right.
giving back to
Right.
this place.
Right.
Fuck that noise. I got a breakfast sandwich maker in the kitchen. My English muffins. I put my different, breakfast proteins, pause meats, if you will. You know what I mean? I'll take my breakfast, my coffee. Uh, whether I cook or
He said RP to your check.
what happened? Oh,
He
yeah.
said RP to
R.I.P.
your check.
Right.
I mean, I still do. All right. Don't get twisted. You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure.
But
Big facts.
still, you know, uh, I was a breakfast sandwich, coffee, and whether I cook or even if I don't cook, I got bring sandwiches to the work. You know what I mean, from the crib, bro. Because I was offended by myself. Like, you just gonna get these niggas back here, Brad?
Right, yo,
Word.
it's true though, man. Imagine you sitting there busting ass 16 hours a week, a day, 16 hours doing doubles, doing and that adds up, bro. That adds up.
And then to get these
Yeah.
motherfuckers back $400 a month. Yeah,
Right.
hell
Crazy.
Maybe
nah.
$400 plus. You know,
Facts. I even went like, cause in the crib I usually drink like water unless I'm eating. Like I like sugar when I eat. You feel me? Like when I'm drinking stuff, right? So, but at work I usually buy something like from the vending machine, like seltzer water, even if it's seltzer water, because I love seltzer water now too. That's when you know you're getting old, right? When you start fucking with seltzer water, that's when you know.
Word.
So, but even still, I go to the vending machine, two 275 for a seltzer water.
Yep.
That's how I know I'm old because I'm complaining about price.
nah, but it's
Oh,
true,
word.
bro. It's true, man. It's crazy.
You know, when you
Yo,
growing up, you
listen.
didn't give a fuck. Like, well, I want it. I don't care what it costs. I'm buying it. Now it's like
Damn.
two
That's kind of
dollars.
steep. Yeah, that's kind of
It's like it
steep.
ain't
Yeah.
even worth
I'm
it.
telling you, yo, in New York, the prices on everything is
Be like,
wild,
nigga, I'm going to the
crazy,
supermarket to get
bro.
my damn seltzer water ahead of time. Fuck
You
this.
heard?
Word.
Get a case for about three
Hell
more
yeah.
dollars. I got a whole case.
Word. And last you
Yeah,
Man,
longer than buying out the machine. Shit.
I've been
facts.
I've been wanting to talk about this topic. Y'all told me to wait for Dom, and we never got Dom up here, so I want to
Yeah,
talk
I know.
about it. It's the Yankees.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
I
get
mean,
it.
we started off hot. We went on a little skid. Controversy about the torpedo bat.
Torpedo beds.
It's quite a few things. Before we get divulge into this, is anybody need to leave anytime soon? because this is a rabbit hole. I already know.
Nah,
Now,
I ain't
I'm
gonna
good,
lie.
man. I'm good,
I ain't
bro.
gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I got something to do. I'm
oh
about to
yeah,
take
yeah,
over.
yeah, yeah. You
All
got
right,
3 jobs. You got
bro.
3 jobs.
No, actually, this is a little side quest, not to be funny. So,
Oh,
Again, you got 3 jobs.
this ain't even got nothing to do with a job. This is a side quest, man. Yeah, listen,
I
I'm gonna
respect it.
holler at y'all. You know what I mean?
Peace, good brother.
I love love to everybody.
Uh,
You heard? Love to
No,
everybody.
peace, fresh.
I holler
yeah.
at y'all.
All right, man.
Well, yeah. We started off the season hot. Uh, you know, knocking everything out the park. To my understanding lately, I haven't been watching the last few games. They don't want to pitch a judge no more.
they gonna make everybody else try and beat him.
Yeah, they're not pitching the judge no more, which I also think is a super corny tactic, right? Like, I think if you start off the game like, yo, we just not gonna pitch him, that's some pussy ass shit, right? But at the same time, I get like in situational, I get it. Like, he's the most dangerous hitter. We got a base open. We gonna walk him. That makes sense. But anyway, I think we still got to get our pitching right, dog. Like
Mm-hmm.
Strom,
I agree.
what Stroman did today was disgusting.
Bro, Strowman is
Yeah,
dirt. I don't know why he's a Yankee still. He's dirt.
And
yeah.
that do rag too tight.
He is fucking. Let me tell you, I went to a game last season when they came out here and played Texas. These
Mhm.
dudes scored like 11 on us. I left early. I don't leave games early. I got the fuck up because I was mad and left. Whenever I turn on the game and he's pitching, I turn that shit off. I'm not watching him.
And it's crazy because usually Marcus Stroman is a good first half pitcher, and then in the second half is when everything starts going left for him. But for some reason this time around is been the complete opposite.
Oh nah, because he
Um
got. Oh, my fault, Kev. My fault, Kev.
Nah, I mean, like you said, he gave up what, 4 home runs today.
He had 5 earned
He gave up
runs. I don't know how
he
many home runs he gave up, but
yo,
he had
I think he gave
5.
up like 4 home runs today, bro. So um, and I think just losing Garrett Cole for the season just put a hole in our pitching staff, and then
Sure.
losing Luis Hill, I think till May or June or something like that. I think it's May, June or something like that. I think that was losing our two best pitchers. One of them
Yeah.
for the whole season, and then the other one for the first month or two. That's gonna take a toll. And we still got one guy coming back. I believe he's in double A or triple A working his way back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you, bro. Pitching definitely has to, get better. If not, it's gonna be a tough season for the Yankees, man.
And we need more discernment when it comes to our bats. I think we got spoiled by early success. Guys are not as patient at the plate. You know what I mean? Uh, and it's been a few games I'm looking at, like, and I'm not gonna lie, like I be watching every Yankee game. I don't. You know what I mean? But I do score watch, and I'm like,
Hmm.
bro, y'all niggas ain't getting no hits. Y'all swinging from the fences. That's what that tell me. Y'all not being patient. Y'all not waiting for your pitch. Y'all just like, oh, we got them torpedo bats is working, so we just gonna try to swing as hard as we can. And that's nasty work. You know what I mean? But to kind of speed this conversation along a little bit, the torpedo bat controversy.
That shit is so stupid, and you know why it's so stupid, bro? Is because they just because it was working for the Yankees. And to be honest with you, the Yankees are hitting, bro. That's the thing. The Yankees are hitting. The problem with the Yankees is we'll get guys on base, but we just don't bring them in. We're having a hard time bringing in runs. That's what the Yankees are struggling doing right now. You know what I mean? We lack getting that hit when we need it most.
Yeah.
That's our
So,
biggest issue right now. But it's not the torpedoes. Like the thing is like it's working for us, but a lot of people can't hit with the bat.
and this is what I'm getting from a lot of actual professional ball players when they're being asked about it. They always say the same shit. Don't care what bat you have, you still gotta hit the ball.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why I wasn't a big proponent against steroids in baseball, because at the end of the day, yeah, it give you power, but you still have to hit the baseball,
Right.
and that's talent. Like y'all don't you could be the most jacked up bum ever, swinging for the fences, and you still be dirt. You know what I mean? Like that's why I don't like the asterisk against next to Barry Bonds shit, because at the end of the day, yeah, he juiced up, but he was nice before he juiced up.
That's the thing with me though. That's the thing with me when it came to Barry Bonds. Like you didn't even need that, dog. You was nice without it. Why even go that route?
Yeah,
Because you was a Hall of Famer without it, bro.
and I just feel like baseball is one of those sports that you gotta be nice with or without it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta be nice. You just can't be a bum and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna take steroids and I'm gonna be the best. Nah, you gotta be able to put the bat to the ball. You know what I mean? And I feel the same way about the torpedo bats, especially because they're legal. Yeah,
Right. Right.
Facts.
Where the Yankees came to the league and said, "Yo, we came up with this bat, and you know, they even put their own touches to the bat.
And the crazy thing is, not even all the Yankees are using it.
Right?
that's a
Because
fact.
Aaron
Like
Judge is
they
using a
made it
regular
seem
bat.
right. The way people was talking, like Judge is using it. Judge
He's
don't need
not.
that fucking bat.
Right.
He's really him. He's what the last 3 seasons he's 60 home runs. What are we talking about?
Nah, low. Listen, man. Like I keep telling people, Aaron Judge don't need none of that stuff, bro. He don't even need Juan Soto in the lineup. That man was
Facts.
putting up big numbers before Juan Soto got here, and he's still putting up big numbers without him here.
Your Kev, all Aaron Judge need is them to pitch to him. That's it.
That's it,
Facts.
bro. If the Yankees, because offensively we, like Paul Smith, like you got Smith, Paul Goldsmith, they hitting. Guys are hitting.
Yeah,
We just need to bring in the runs, bro. We need more run support for our pitching staff, and we're not giving them that.
yeah. I think that's going to turn around because we too good of a hitting team. You know what I
And
mean?
plus, we don't for a New York team, right? Like we in Detroit, we playing in dead cold weather. Like a lot of guys, pitchers especially, they struggle at this time
Yeah.
of the year because of that. But I feel
They
like
from
once,
most of them from tropical climates, man.
right, and imagine like you start off preseason in Tampa, warm weather, and then you start playing. You come here, you start playing in Milwaukee. I think they started off in Milwaukee, then Arizona, where it's hot. It's hot in
Yeah.
Arizona, but then from Arizona you shoot straight to Detroit, where it's freezing and they playing in the snow.
And, and you standing out there with just your uniform on.
Right.
Like that shit ain't keeping nobody warm.
Like that's what I'm
It's outside
saying, bro.
cold.
So I think once it warm up, guys are gonna pick up. But you know, I think our bullpen hasn't been as bad. I
Yeah,
just think we just need to get them hits, man. We not getting them hits.
yeah, for sure. I think I'm done. Yeah, for sure.
Let's go
Uh,
Knicks. Let's go Yankees.
big fact.
Let's
Uh,
go Rangers.
Right. Well, Rangers are done. I think, man. I love the Rangers, but I
they been
think,
getting smoked.
yeah,
I ain't been keeping.
they not as good this year as prior.
Yeah,
It's been an off year this year for the Rangers.
hockey be like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm.
Team could be good one year, next year they be straight ass.
Yeah, we was
Uh,
straight. Yeah. What up, Mike? What up, Mikey? Salute to
Mike
my
was
man, Mikey.
good.
It's goody.
Yeah. But shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight.
Yeah,
You know,
appreciate y'all.
sharing is
Excuse me.
always caring. Make
This
sure
was a
you
good
hit.
one.
Yeah, for sure,
This was a good one.
for sure. Make sure you hit that like button. Uh, yeah, subscribe to the YouTube. Turn the notification bell to all.
Fact.
Make sure that you get all of our notifications. Make sure you visit the Nixie It's Shopify. I mean, it's scrolling across the screen at the bottom. And I'm at work on Sunday. I don't know if the rest of the gang gonna be here, but
We
hopefully
be
we
here.
see.
We play in Brooklyn. Hell yeah, we be here.
Gotta glow, gotta glow for sure. You know what I mean? But yeah, we holler. Straz left, but I'm gonna do it for him. Hit the outro.
Mic check 1, 2. Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom bap the melody rap. If they gon' put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like Logic's ethnicity. Don't tell me how much that